Hello everybody, this is the Harbinger, this is Wingspan on Steam, and this will be our opening hand. And we are certainly going to take the red-legged partridge. It's a really good bird for getting tons of eggs up in a fast amount of time. It needs a lot of grains, so it needs some amount of support to be able to work. Malfoal could be an okay support for it. It's a kind of a numbo that this guy also wants you to not lay as many eggs, but it has a lot of egg space, which the red-legged partridge care about. And yeah, we could have some good stuffs going on there. Spotless Crake is not the same amount of combo here, so I don't think we're gonna take that, but yeah, I think these two are good for our initial stuff. Pine Siskin would be good to get us additional grains, but it costs us cards to do it. We need additional grains because of well, the grain-heavy stuff we're taking here. But yeah, there isn't anything in the trade that help us get cards, so I don't think we should prioritize that for now. We can early here we can we are gonna have access to plenty of eggs, so we can spend eggs to take additional cards because we're gonna get so many additional eggs from the red-legged partridge. But we do need to hit some kind of additional resource bird in wetlands as well if we are to get going. Australian Raven in the trade is interesting. Same thing with Spangled Drongo. Drongo is a lot better in many player scenarios, and the Raven is better towards the end of the game, so I don't know if they will be particularly good in this time around, but they might be. Forest State Analyst or Backyard Birder. Usually I don't like the Backyard Birder. It's just the fact that the bonus card, if you are towards the end of the game and you have only played 3 birds, that counts for Backyard Birder, this card wants you to play more bad scoring birds, so you can get 3 additional points, and that's just not worth it. You towards the end of the game you want to be scoring high scoring birds, and even if this makes the lowest scoring birds a tiny bit better, it's still bad plays. You could probably be better just playing laying eggs. So I think I'm gonna go for Forest State Analyst here. The Malfoal is an okay bird to build from, so I think we are gonna have it okay here. I'm gonna take these 3 foods, and we do have to start by playing out the Malfoal and hoping that we can get some good stuff out of that. And now we need 2 more grains, and then we can play the red-legged partridge and take some eggs. We only get 1 grain because the opponent took the other one. I guess we can sack the worm to do a reroll. Maybe we should do that. That way we can get this guy down earlier. Yeah, get 2 nectars here, and then we can play this bird down now rather than later. Get 4 eggs, and we can use some of those eggs to draw up additional birds. Do we want to pick up the Spangled Drongo? I don't think so. Same thing about the also Raven. They are good birds, but we need cheaper birds that can help us, so that we don't have to spend 2 turns in the forest to pick up. But before we can do anything, we also need to lay some eggs. So here is 4 eggs out just like that. And yeah, okay. Drongo also kind of doesn't work together with the Malfoal for Forest State Analyst. Then we'll have to get a lot more small birds, and that's probably not happening. I'm just sacking the egg before we even know what's up here. White-throated Dipper is actually pretty darn good for us, so I do like that. Horsefield's Bronze Cuckoo, not something I'm going to be eager to play, but this guy is pretty darn good. We probably get a nectar here, and then we can take either of these. I'm gonna take the worm, and this allows us to pick to play out the bird. And now we get access to even get nectars here. Okay. And now we get access to looking at 2 cards from top of the deck. Then we can discard all of these, reveal 3 more cards, and look at one of those. So it's basically like draw 5 cards, discard 3 of them, and that's pretty good ability, I think. The wild turkey, that scores a lot. It's even 4 egg space, so it can take a lot of partridge stacks before we have to go on the spending spree. American Crow could actually work for us somewhat, since we are gaining additional eggs from the partridge, so it's not that bad for us to eat the eggs. However, it's just transitioning one resource to another, so it's not a good ability. Savvy's Warbler lets us draw even more cards, and getting access to additional cards is what is going to help us gain foods if we aren't getting a different reason to get foods, way to get foods. And it costs food we already have, so we can put it out immediately. And that is something I also evaluate a little bit higher now than I did earlier. So this allows us both to gain 2 more cards here. We also get access to spending more resources here. Chipping Sparrow is usually a card I'm rating very highly, but we don't need additional eggs from the forest, because we already have such a good egg production in the grasslands. So it would be a waste to spend actions to build up that. Grey Warbler isn't the worst thing in the world, so I'm gonna take that. It allows us to do an in-between move. Cassowary. Is that something we like? Maybe we can do a Grey Warbler into the Southern Cassowary. That's a neat combo. That is certainly possible. We don't need the tempo, so that's a negative for it. But yeah. And here's a great crystal flycatcher. That's a way to actually get more food, and I guess the Walk Swift is a better way to gain additional food, since it's cheaper to play. It tucks cards, which we are drawing quite a lot of, and yeah, I like the idea of what we have going on here. And precisely what is it we have going on? We have the red-legged partridge. Her job is to lay 3 eggs every time we go to the grasslands, so we're gaining triple bonus resources. These can be turned into additional eggs, additional cards here, and additional cards can be turned into additional food. So basically we are drawing large quantity of resources in any of the action habitats we go to, and now job is to translate all of these resources into high scoring plays, like for example doing the Grey Warbler into the Southern Cassowary. That's yeah, we can't do that on the amount of eggs we have now, but those sorts of things. And even playing out a wild turkey here gets us access to sack a card to gain additional eggs again. Not that we need to that, because we don't need additional eggs, because the red-legged partridge is getting a lot of stuff. But it's stuff we can do. Anyways, I think we go here to take some more food. We don't need either rodents or fish currently, so let's take the fish. Reroll, and there are lots of good stuff here. Let's sack the bee eater and take 2 nectars. Then we also sack the blue grosbeak and gain another food here, and that allows us to, for example, play the play the warbler into Cassowary. We can play the warbler into Great Crested Flycatcher. We can play the wild turkey down here. I don't quite see why that is what you want to do. I think because we don't need to get access to this habitat for more eggs. So I just think that it's going here. Did we? Yeah, we did screw up the the forest data analyst anyway. I guess Grey Warbler into Cassowary actually makes us get 4 points here, and then we can play the Crested Flycatcher at the end there for just a lot of resources, or we could play the wild turkey. Yeah, anyway, I do think we go here now, put eggs into you, gain 3 more eggs there, and we use this to push the habitat further. We can afford to play the warbler into the Cassowary here, so I think we are gonna do that. And so if we sack this guy to get the Cassowary out with the rebate, we are gaining 4 more points of eggs and 2 more food in cash back, but we're losing 2 points on Forest Data Analyst. It's still a net gain, so I do think it's the correct play. Yeah, we do this. Play you for the worm. Then we eat your egg, I guess. Then we play the Cassowary. Discard this guy to get your good stuff, and we can use these cherries we get to play these 2 birds later. So it's the resources we are gaining here makes sense long term. Nothing too interesting in the bird feeder. Let's just work on getting out the stuff we want to get out. I guess in theory we could play the Horsefields Bronze Cocoa to get 4 points here and lay eggs whenever. I don't love that. We could play the Great Crested also, and if we get a large bird here, larger than the Great Crested, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 birds in a row here. So I don't hate that. We are overspending to play it, but we will also gain back additional food from it. So we are theoretically not overspending. We are just investing, and we're gonna get it back the first time we activate the habitat. So it's fine. What do we have here, though? Great Bittern is 7 points, so that's an okay bird to just pick up and play out. Canada Goose can be something we can play into here just to get a much better grasslands. We are getting a decent chunk of food every time we go to the grasslands, the forest, and we can pick up specific grains whenever we don't get what we actually want to pick up. And that can be spent to the Canada Goose to convert it to points. And I think we are setting up for final 4 turns of the grasslands. We're just going down here, pimping out as many eggs as we can, pumping out as many eggs as we can. So I don't hate the fact that the Canada Goose can be a part of that. If you plan to activate this guy 4 times, this guy will be worth 11 points. So I like picking up that. I don't hate the Bittern, but it's not something I'm too keen of picking up. I do think this will be the last time we go. This is either the last time or the second to last time we go to the wetlands. There is no... We get no points for being here. So it's all a resource thing. I did forget that we wanted to pick up cards here. Common Chaffinch. Common Starling. Okay, so Common Chaffinch rewards us for having tons of cards. but it doesn't really do anything else for us that the Walks Swift doesn't do for us better. He lets us spend this card faster, but we don't gain anything by him. Walk Swift already gains us resources that we can spend at the common starling to get even more points. So I think it's the common starling here. Had it been the other guy that can fit in both the forest and the wetlands, we maybe would have to consider, because that's one to. We don't have enough birds here for it to matter, so I don't think we did a mistake here. Now we need to pick up as much food as we can. We could play out the wild turkey just here to get access to the 4th food dice and get 2 more points on Forest Data Analyst. Then we play the Canada Goose, the Common Star. I think we want to play them here though, because that gets access to a 3rd egg without having to spend these foods, and we want to spend foods to the common starling, not to eggs, because eggs also take up egg capacity. Yeah. Then we go here. We are prioritizing picking up stuff for the Canada Goose whenever we have the option to choose. And that's the thing. Canada Goose is a much better point converter than the common starling. So maybe we don't want to play this at all. If we have to choose, I think we choose the goose. Did I just mess that up? Yes, I did, and we did the reroll, so we can't reactivate that guy. Okay, that's fine. It's not fine, but it is what it is. Let's play out the wild turkey. Do we play it out here? I'm going so much back and forth here on whether or not we should play it here or there. We could also. We can't play that guy there now. Pros of playing wild turkey here is that we get another egg every activation. Pros of doing it here is we get access to more food. If we go the food route, we can maybe fit both of these. And we kind of want to fit both of them since we are. Yeah. Let's play the goose first, though. We're playing goose for two nectars here, eating that egg. Then we can do one of the turns where we spend some foods and go to the grasslands tree, so we can spend the eggs out of this bird's habitat again. And since we don't consider playing a brown power, it's irrelevant whether we go here or here. It's just about transitioning resources into points, and that's best done at the goose. Also need to remember, Malfall is limited in which bird it can give us points on specific nest types. So let's not fill those up unless completely necessary. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points on 2 birds. We did spend the resources to make it happen, so it's not like it's free real estate, but it's decently good. One more bird with worms, or one more worm costing birds actually wins it as. So we could do the common starling to just make that happen, or we could do the American bittern. American bittern is better point conversion or food to points conversion than the common starling, so I'm leaning against the bittern. Also, the wild turkey could give us a final bird for the last round and goal if that ever comes up. Let's try to remember that. Take a nectar, leave the worm, so this guy can take the worm for once. We tuck the nuck. And we are playing American bittern here. Also gets us one more nectar into the forest. Spend that egg so we can get more egg space on those birds. And yeah, weeding out that habitat. Always nice to just gain those additional 3 points whenever that is actually possible. And we should probably make a decision on whether or not we're playing the wild turkey, whether or not we're playing the common starling, or... I did say just go here 4 times, that's the next 4 times. And we have 5 turns left in the game, so if we want to play wild turkey, we could spend 1 turn going here, playing this guy out. 4 activations here are losing us egg potential on a malfold, so maybe not do that. We also don't have unlimited egg capacity on the other birds as well, so maybe we should prioritize playing out wild turkey. Wild turkey is 2 points on first state analyst. It's guaranteed to at least tie foremost in the round and goal. It's 8 points minus 2 in itself, so it's about 8 points for 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we don't need to go here twice. We just 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2 nectars. Use some of those to play the wild turkey. We can also overpay for it. Maybe we just play the starling and the turkey here and lay eggs 3 times. So the bad thing about going here is that if we are going here, the additional food we're getting is basically just the additional food we're getting is basically points if we play the starling. And we also need grain. Yeah, we need grains for the goose anyway, so we should go here. And since the grains we pay to the wild turkey, we can't pay to the Canada goose. The cost of spending food to the turkey goes up. And also the food would be so the grains we could get 2 points from, and the cherry we could get 1 point from this guy. So it's actually a really bad investment to play the wild turkey, because we can get it's basically only netting us a profit of 3 points, including this and the egg cost, and it's a much better return of investment to just play the common starling, I think, because she can easily she can turn the other food into points as well. So yeah, that's the final decision. No luck on the Great Crested. Let's just do this. I'd love to actually have 1 more grain here, but I don't think that's possible. And we eat the wild turkey. I think that's correct. We get the free card. Okay, that's going to be another egg in the future. Play out the common starling. Play the common starling for a nectar. Yes, yes. Hang on. I guess we in theory could play her here to try to catch up, but that's not happening. So don't worry about that. And then we have 3 turns. We have 5 food that is not grains, so you are maxed, you are getting double actions, and you are being turned into a single egg here, Mr. Yellowthroat, if that is your real name. And lay eggs. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points still. But I do think that is the correct final turn of events here. In theory, the opponent could give us food, so let's just spend a single nectar here and gain you guys. And yeah, we are not over, not saturating any of the birds here. The opponent had a silvery eye that could give us nectar, so spending 1 food there is actually pretty neat because we did get another food back here, and we still made 5 points on the starling, and we made another point on that food. So that was actually pretty neat discovery, just in the nick of time, and I even managed to say it while it happened, and that's pretty cute. Okay, let's lay the final 4 eggs here, and yeah, we did some neat tricks. Did the play another bird into a cassowary, and yeah, I don't know how many points this is. It's we did have a low score before we did the 3 7-point actions. I don't know if that is enough to get us to 100. We did quite a few actions that did not too much for us. Maybe we actually would have been better by just picking up the low scoring birds task, because I think we played quite a few low scoring birds this game. This is 108, yeah. It's, for me, a bit below average, but what's the average? It's like in the middle of where you usually score. So we ended up playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the birds scoring 4 or fewer points, and yeah. But so towards the end of the game, there are very few low-scoring birds you actually usually want to play. It's like common starling could be one of them, because if you have a lot of food, this is a way to get 8 points out of having 6 food. Canada Goose is similar. It's a way to gain additional points out of additional food. And yeah, these guys we played in the early game. You played early, you played early, you played early, and yeah, so 1, 2, we did play 5 low-scoring birds in the early game. That's a little bit more than what I would usually like to do, but we did need the additional way to generate resources, because we didn't really have access to all that many. Red Dead Partridge Show, really key to make this game work at all. Laying all of those additional resources helped us a lot by making us able to activate here, gain additional cards, and use those cards to gain additional food, and thus have some amount of speed in our engine. And yeah, with that, I would like to say thanks you guys for watching. This has been a Harbinger, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.